Eamonn Holmes joined wife Ruth Langsford for a special edition of Loose Women, which saw the panel welcome their other half onto the show. Joining them was Joe Swash and his partner Stacey Solomon. The couples were talking about previous Christmas celebrations on Loose Women as they shared present ideas, Christmas nightmares, and even took part in a fun tree decorating challenge. However, when talk turned to Christmas romances and the crew lowered some mistletoe down to where Ruth Langsford was sitting with husband Eamonn Holmes, the couple had a little disagreement. Ruth was keen to kiss her husband Eamonn as a kiss cam popped up on the screen. Stacey and Joe encouraged the couple to share a smooch on TV, and Ruth was definitely game to kiss her partner. However, Eamonn wasn't very impressed as he simply offered Ruth his cheek for a little peck. Disappointed, Ruth declared she wanted a kiss on the lips and Eamonn should be more romantic. However, her request didn't sit too well with Eamonn as he snapped at his wife, claiming he was embarrassed to be on the ITV panel show. "Oh hello," Ruth exclaimed as mistletoe appeared above her head hanging from a string. "There's some mistletoe for us." "Oh, we do love a Christmas smooch," she continued as Joe shouted. "Give the people what they want." Eamonn was unimpressed as leaned in to let Ruth kiss him on the cheek. "Give me your lips, you have to do lips," Ruth told him as he waved the mistletoe out of the way. "Oh, for goodness sake," Eamonn snapped. "No, this is so embarrassing." Ruth remarked, "Look how embarrassed he is, he'll go all red now." "I'm not being brought onto this show to be wheeled out as some toddy for everyone's delectation," Eamonn sulked. "Just to get a lot of people at home getting off on watching me." "Is that what you think they're doing?" Ruth laughed. Eamonn continued, "Can you imagine how many people are out there getting all worked up?" "If I weren't here, Eamonn, I would be at home getting off to that," Joe joked with him. The moment came after Ruth revealed there is one Christmas she won't talk about as Eamonn forgot to buy her any presents. "I was worked into the ground," Eamonn said, defending himself. "I was absolutely worked into the ground. This is when I used to be a star. Everybody wanted me on every channel, and I was working for the BBC and I was doing GMTV as well. Anyway, I went to a department store and phoned Ruth. She was in Belfast. I phoned her and said to her, 'Look love, I'll get you anything but there's a 10 days return policy and we're going to be in Ireland.' Anyway, she said, 'Don't worry, all I want for Christmas, in the words of Mariah Carey, is you. Just get yourself home.'" He explained he did everything he needed to, but on Christmas Day when he presented Ruth with cash, she was unhappy as she realized he hadn't even bought her a box of chocolates.